Hello and welcome to Healing Waters at Bethesda. My name is Michael. And today I'm talking about being pure or becoming pure in the Lord. And I'd asked some time ago, and the Lord gave me a dream also I'm going to share a little bit later. But first I want to give you some other references here, because the Lord did speak to me about how do I become pure, because I asked him that. He gave me Esther 2:9. And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kindness of him, and he speedily gave her things for purification. So right there in that first part of that verse, I want to point out that he pleased him, or she pleased him, so she was speedily given the things for purification. God was saying, it's like, the things for purification have to come from me, from Jesus himself, all right? And so, continuing on, with such things as belong to her and the seven maidens are the important key here, which were meant to be given her out of the king's house. That's another key thing, out of the king's house. And he preferred her and her maidens unto the best place of the house of the woman. All right, and the Lord was showing me that the seven maidens are actually the seven spirits of the Lord, and they come from the king himself. All right. And Isaiah 1-3, and there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and that's going to be important later. I'm going to refer that back to that point. And a branch shall grow out of his roots, and the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, and the Spirit of wisdom, and the Spirit of understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, Spirit of knowledge and of fear of the Lord. All right. And so those seven spirits, or the Lord, the seven candlesticks, if you will, that are before the Lord, and the showbread, all right? Jesus is the showbread. You get the seven candlesticks. Those are the seven spirits of the Lord before you enter into the Holy of Holies, okay? And these are things needed for purification. So Jesus has got to give you the purification. From my dream I'm going into now, I was said to, someone was wanting me to choose a song to play. So I'm kind of like, okay. I'm like, number 3, I don't know if it was January 3rd I was picking or what. But then everybody's in these bleachers, and as I'm picking it, this person's woman or a child or a woman child, I don't know what, starts going around in the front yard of this house that I'm at, and starts singing the song. I'm not sure of all the lyrics, but she's also saying about becoming whiter and whiter, and the Lord was giving me understanding that is becoming purer and purer, or holier and holier, if you will. You know, there's a level to purification, if you will, the Lord is showing me. So becoming whiter and whiter, I believe, is kind of one of those themes maybe the Lord's kind of pointing out to me about becoming purer and purer and holier unto the Lord. And one person was saying it's like, it needs to be a little bit harder. I guess she was the only one saying that out of all the people that was there. And I guess it was more of a softer tone of a song. So, anyways, as I'm in the doorway going into the house of the person was named David. Now, that's going back to this, out of the and there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse. All right, well, out of the Jesse is also David. You know, a branch shall grow out of his roots. So I'm in the doorway of David, the house of David. And as I'm going into the bathroom, I'm going in front of the mirror and in front of the sink, and I notice as I'm trying to grab something, I start changing, and my nails start growing out longer, like a woman. And I was like, I'm starting to change, like I'm starting to become a bride. All right, that's my thoughts on that aspect. And the other object that I had seen was a harmonica. And a harmonica, oftentimes people will sometimes play a harmonica or a note to help harmonize. And so the Lord was also showing me it's like harmonizing or synchronizing your heart with my heart. All right? And today the Lord had me go to a church where one of the main topics was where your treasure is where your heart is. So is your heart synchronizing with the melody of Christ? And I think that's part of the purification is our heart has to harmonize with Christ himself. We're on the same wavelength, if you will. Or the same song. We're singing the same song, okay? Now, granted, different songs you can have one song and have different melodies, you can have a choir singing at different pitches and all that stuff. But they're still in harmony, all right? But I'm just saying that's part of what the Lord was showing me on being pure and kind of a deeper level of understanding of things I understand. And I'm praying that whoever watches this will have a greater understanding of all this. So, all right, well, God bless you all. Bye for now.